This video is going to be formatted a little bit differently, because I'm also going to try announcing like what the plans for streaming is for today, because I make these videos before I go to work. Um, yeah, so this is like two units in one for a specific reason. Asclepius and Paracelsus, people that play on JP, or yeah, mostly if you play on JP, you know, Castoria is like the best way to go for um if you're trying to arts loop. And then like a lot of people, I don't have Castoria on my JP account. Um with like usually one Castoria is enough. If you really want to loop, you have to have two, or you can do some plug suiting shenanigans. These are two of the characters that I would say do it the best, because they also offer they're low cost. Like both of them together are less than one Castoria. You are limited to using the plug suit or doing something to get to yeet one of these guys out. Um, and honestly, it should be Paracelsus. Paracelsus should be the one that gets yeeted, because his buffs are. He's good for the pump and dump, not for sustained fire like Asclepius. So we are going to start with Asclepius because he is on rate up. This is the main reason I'm doing it like this. Yeah, so you're not MP gain, that's all you worry about. 3 arts cards with 2 hits. You want to crit, like, you're probably not going to be critting if you're spamming arts cards, but they're decent arts cards to just go for, to use just to try to get some MP back. First skill, heal, 5k, 50% debuff resistance for 5 that last 3 turns, and this is on a 5-turn cooldown. Again, this is why he's the one that you want to keep on the field if you have to use him. Right now on NA, the best way to arts loop effectively is Tamamo and these two to just use Tamo's ult to just spam down the cooldowns until they're almost you almost always have the buffs up. All right, next skill. MP seal, 80 to 100. This is the main. This is the meat potatoes. 30% MP gen rate for the entire party. I believe Castoria's skill is also 30% for the whole party. So very similar in nature. This is on a 6-turn, but you want to, and obviously this lasts for 3 turns, so you want to try to get this cooldown as low as possible, keep this uptime as much as possible. And the last skill for Asclepius is a party-wide battery, 20%, removes party debuffs, so just like Bradamante, and then 7-turn cooldown. I doubt these guys are. I doubt Asclepius is gonna get buffed. I highly doubt it because his kit for a 3-star is very good. I'm not saying you have to level all his skills because you don't. It just would help if you plan on looping and you don't trust that you're able to get Castoria. Because oh lol, I'm gonna get Castoria. I'm gonna save all the Saint Quartz. 700 Saint Quartz later, you still don't have Castoria. So this is good insurance. His MP, party-wide guts, and debuff immunity, and healing every turn. So if you bring him to a boss fight, he will treat you well if you can just keep on spamming the arts cards and just have his MP up as much as possible. All right, second part, fake Castoria, Paracelsus. As you can see, his MP gain is not good. It's a lot worse than Asclepius. Same number of hits, which is why like you don't want to be using him for more than the first turn. He's just not gonna last. He's gonna burn out real quick. First skill, 80% battery, 8 turn cooldown. So he's also like, I remember seeing in the Christmas farming people, the one that was just the lotto tickets for Nightingale. People would clear the first wave with Hohenheim and then like ditch him, and that's not a bad strategy because all you need is 20%. And on JP, if you have Castoria, then you don't need this guy. But on JP, all you need is the pen skill, and then you have 100% battery, and you don't have to worry about a CE. Yeah, this has nothing to do with looping. It's just easy. Like, this has more to do with returning than it does looping. All right, next skill, party-wide arts buff, 20% for on 7 turn cooldown. This is definitely not cutting it anywhere close to Castoria, because when we look up Castoria, her arts buff is 50% for 3 turns. So his arts buff is less about big damage and easier time looping for the main unit, and more just everyone spams arts cards and gets profit. So again, it helps if the arts unit you have also has an intrinsic arts buff. That's why, like, this is just a help. It's not meant to like carry. Now, originally this was a dead skill. Like, all he had was this 20% arts buff, and in which case, if that's all you had, all you needed was Amadeus, I think. FGO. Oh, okay, never mind. Because Amadeus was a 1 turn. Yeah, like, he can work. I would not recommend using this guy. Don't build it. Unless you feel like it. Unless you're bored. So originally it was just the guts, targetable guts. Now it's a guts and a 50% MP gen rate. That's targetable. So you're giving someone Gilgamesh's MP gain buff. Yeah, like, honestly, like, by default, it's the same as level 10 for Asclepius for his buff. By default. You get it up to 50, oof. You're like, if your unit already has an arts buff, you might actually be able to loop better with these 2 units together, because they're giving an 80% MP gain and a 20% arts buff, while Castoria gives 30% MP gain and a 50% arts buff. They multiply into each other. I'm not 100% sure on the math. At present moment, I can do it later. But yeah. And yeah, this is his MP. It's just, you're just using it to clear a wave, and then you're dipping the fuck out. Yeah, since, like, and if you're trying to go for 3 turns, you use this like Hohenheim for wave 1, then you swap out for Asclepius, and then you go start doing more fun stuff. And that's all I have to say about it. Me personally, I'll bring it up right here. Perfectly planned. As you can see, my Asclepius is 10-10. I might level him up more because his first skill is actually pretty good in a boss fight. Hohenheim, he's at 8. 5. I can probably level this up too. He'll go up higher later. Yeah. Okay. So, stream plans for today. Challenge quests for NA and JP. I gotta get both of them done and recorded. So that's what we're gonna be doing first. After that, interlude stuff. And yeah, that should be it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you today in the stream or in the next video. Hopefully both. See ya.